Hey, good morning, people. Good morning, people. Uh, Interesting news today coming out of, excuse me. Anyway, sorry about that. Interesting news today, boxing headlines. Uh, Mikey Garcia, we discussed this some days ago on my last stream. Mikey Garcia has officially signed to fight Jesse Vargas. It is for one fight, as we said before, sorry. And I think there's an option for Eddie Hearn to promote his next show. But now Mikey Garcia is on the zone because remember, Eddie Hearn has been trying to get Mikey Garcia over there, I think from the very beginning. Eddie Hearn admitted that, he might have been a bit too quick to think that Mikey would just jump at the opportunity, not realizing that the newness of the platform would be an issue for some. So Mikey Garcia has officially signed to fight. Let's see, Jesse Vargas. Let me see if I can share the source with you. It's taking a while. My bad. So here we are, the LA Times, Mikey Garcia, February 29th against Jesse Vargas in Texas with Matchroom Boxing. And I think this is a decent fight. Says that over the weekend, Matchroom struck a one-fight deal that will pay Garcia around $7 million for a fight against Jesse Vargas at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not mad at Mikey Garcia at all. It's a fight that he probably should have taken before Errol Spence, but Mikey Garcia said that, he's not a guy who looks for the second tier. He wants the best. And he tried to fight Errol Spence, didn't work out for him. So credit to him. He stepped up and he fought Errol Spence. Now he's with Jesse Vargas, and somewhat of an easier fight, a fight that I think is winnable for him. Jesse is a guy who takes some punishment, and Mikey can land a lot of punishment. So we'll see. But Vargas was actually on his way up out of welterweight, I think, going into 154, and he was rumored to be fighting Liam Smith. But that fight kind of went where it went, and Liam Smith is now fighting someone else on the Danny Jacobs, Hugo Chavez Jr. undercard in Phoenix coming soon. So, this is a good fight for both. I still don't think Mikey Garcia is a true welterweight, but we'll see. Jesse's a bigger guy, and we'll see how he gets on. If he doesn't look good against Jesse Vargas, then he really should consider moving back down to 140 because the guys are not going to get any smaller. And I think Mikey, this is a good test for him to see where he's at in that division. So Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas is official for February 29th. Right, so that's the news for Mikey Garcia. What do y'all think about that fight? It's a decent fight for him. It's a good fight for Jesse Vargas, who was on, I think, the inaugural DAZN show in Chicago, I think it was. And he looked all right in that fight, but we really haven't seen Jesse Vargas do much since that. So, I'll watch the fight, but this isn't like a world-stopping fight, but it's a good opportunity for Mikey to get some viewership on DAZN. And I like the fact that Eddie Hearn is sticking to his word that you don't have to sign with him permanently. You can just do a one-fight deal, and if you like it, you can do another deal with him. That's fine. DAZN is looking to get key events on their platform, and that doesn't always include necessarily having fighters signed permanently to the platform, because Anthony Joshua is not signed permanently to the platform. So we'll see how this works out for Mikey Garcia. We also know that Lou DiBella has thrown Regis Prograis into the ring, into the talks with Mikey Garcia. Lou DiBella is a very crafty dude, and I agree with him. That would be a decent fight. Let me show you the tweet that, if you haven't seen it, that Lou DiBella sent out. Let me see if I can find it for you before I go any further. But anyway, yeah, Regis Prograis coming off of a hell of a fight with Josh Taylor, moved his profile up tremendously. So here's the tweet from Lou DiBella. There it is. How about Mikey Garcia versus Regis Prograis on the zone sometime in 2020? And he did his thing. He copied in John Skipper, Markowski, and Eddie Hearn. I can't wrong Lou DiBella for that. I think that's an excellent fight. Once Mikey Garcia, if he gets past Jesse Vargas, that would be a hell of a fight. Why not? You know, the fight would take place more than likely at 140, which I think is the best weight for Mikey Garcia. And it's a big-time fight for Regis Prograis coming off of that fight with Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is going to be looking at maybe having a defense and then unifying with Jose Ramirez. So this is a good fight for Regis Prograis. Neither of the two have a belt at 140, but it's a big-time fight. Who do you think takes that fight? I think it's interesting. Prograis showed a lot of skill, a lot of heart, a lot of power going all the way through the tournament. And I think that, you know, again, this is an excellent fight, an excellent idea by Lou DiBella. And I'd love to see it happen. Mikey Garcia has a lot of options. What I like about Mikey is that he's truly exercising the free agent status that he has. A lot of people talk about free agency, but they're not really free agents. And I think after Jesse Vargas, if he wins, I see no reason why he can't look at this fight. I don't know what the Manny Pacquiao fight would be after that, but I see no reason why Mikey Garcia would not be able to look at this fight if nothing else popping for him. It's a hell of a fight. So that's that. Mikey Garcia, possible fight with Regis Prograis. Well, possible fight that was brought up by Lou DiBella. I would love to see the fight personally. It's a hell of a fight. Trust me. Great fight. But what do y'all think, man? Jesse Vargas versus Mikey Garcia. Tell me in the replay. Mikey Garcia, if he wins against Jesse Vargas, against Regis Prograis. I mean, I'm telling you, Matchroom, Lou DiBella, The Zone, they're doing it, man. I mean, a lot of people were shitting on them when it first came out. I'm not sure why, but they're doing it. They're doing everything they said they would do. So I got to give them a lot of props, okay? The next thing is Mr. Jamal Charlo. Eddie Hearn recently said in an interview that he sent Charlo a one-fight offer to fight Demetrius Andrade on the zone in 2020. He says it's a huge offer, and judging by Eddie Hearn, when this man says a huge offer, he means a huge offer. I saw rumors floating around that it was something like $6 to $7 million. I don't know if that's true, but I saw rumors floating around Twitter that it's $6 to $7 million. And I love to see the fight. I want to see the fight personally. Charlo is not doing a whole lot. He fought Dennis Hogan, who is a 154-pounder. And in that fight, Dennis Hogan looked even smaller than that. Before that, he fought, I think it was Brandon Adams. Charlo not doing nothing. He's not doing nothing. Andrade, this is a guy who, while his whole division is on the zone and works somewhat with Matchroom, he's not getting no big fights over there either. He's tried to call out people, Triple G. He's tried to call out Canelo. Everybody's calling out Canelo. It's just not working out. And what's up, 1-2 kid? 1-2 kid, let me know if you want to get on, all right? So I'm not sure what this is, but Charlo versus Andrade in the zone, I think would be excellent. Eddie Hearn said it's a huge offer. And again, as I said, Eddie Hearn always seems to really send huge offers. The only issue is these guys are not accepting the offers. Charlo and Andrade need each other. But as we saw, after Charlo's last fight, he stated that Andrade needs to come back over to PBC to make the fight happen. This is after saying he's a free agent, Lions only promotions, and all this bullshit. I don't understand. How is it a one-fight offer is good enough for Mikey Garcia, who's also a free agent, by the way? He works with PBC. Now he's over here with Matchroom, the zone. He goes where the fights are. So it's good enough for Mikey Garcia, but not good enough for Jamal Charlo. I hope he takes the fight. I hope he takes the offer, because I'll be honest with you, Charlo ain't doing nothing. He can't get no big fights over there. I hear them talking about him and Eubank Jr. I don't know if that's going to be at 168. I saw Eubank Jr. abdicate his IBO belt at 168. I'm guessing that's to push forward with the Charlo fight, but that's not really a big fight. I'm not sure if that fight's going to take place in America, but if it takes place in America, that's not a big fight in America, because Eubank Jr.'s last fight ended in an injury for Korobov, and people still didn't really get to see much of Eubank Jr. So they have to find a way to sell that fight to make it big. And as we know, Charlo's last fight didn't do shit on Showtime. Didn't do nothing on Showtime. Right? So I'm hoping, I'm really, really hoping that Charlo accepts. Let me show you the source before anybody says I'm lying. Share screen. Y'all know me, I like showing you all my screens. So Eddie Hearn makes Jamal Charlo offer for Demetrius Andrade unification bout. There you have it. There you have it. So apparently Eddie Hearn told Steve Kim. Steve Kim reported it on Twitter, and that's where it comes. I saw Eddie Hearn said the same thing. I think it's on ES News. That's his setback guy. He said the same thing. Eddie Hearn said it, that he sent an offer to Charlo. Again, I've heard rumors that it's between $6 to $7 million. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but if it's $6 to $7 million or anything even close to $6 million, how could Jamal Charlo turn that down? How could he turn that down? Where else is he going to make that money? And where else is he going to get to unify? Because all the belts are someplace else. I think Charlo needs to really consider what he's going to do next. I think he needs to consider doing this fight, because thus far he hasn't fought Danny Jacobs, who was on Matchroom the zone. He hasn't fought anybody. If anybody wants to get on at all, if you come into the room, here's the link. But if you catch it on the replay, tell me what you think. Is Jamal Charlo going to accept this fight against Demetrius Andrade? If a one-fight deal is good enough for Mikey Garcia, it's good enough for Jamal Charlo. He's not going to be doing anything else over at PBC. If he doesn't accept this fight, then there's something more that we don't know going on over at PBC with these fighters. Because after he said he wants to do the one-fight deal, remember, he said this before on video, that he would do a one-fight deal. And after that, Ronnie Shields came out and said, well, what do we gain by fighting Demetrius Andrade? What do we gain? You gain the WBO belt and some leverage if you really want to call out Canelo. That's what you gain. But for some reason, Charlo and his team don't want to do that. Instead, they prefer to stay over at PBC and run their mouth about what they would do and who's ducking them. Where here you have it. Here's an offer to fight one fight. You can fight the one fight. You could stay if you want and unify again over there. Or you can take your one fight, take the other belt, and go back over to PBC as a unified champion. So it's interesting to see what will happen after this. But I don't have much else other than Mr. Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, who's going to tell you about Deontay Wilder's record. Let's hear what Tyson Fury has to say.
Special message from Deontay Wilder, the big dosser. He's going around saying he fights all the best heavyweights, but Dominic Brazil ain't no best heavyweight, and neither is Luis Ortiz. Dominic Brazil's average at best, and the other guy, Luis Ortiz, is average at best. 145 years old. Someone you already knocked out, you bum. You go around fighting the bestie, giving them best the opportunities. You've only fought one good man in your career, and that's me, and I beat you. And everybody in the world knows that you lost to the Gypsy King, a half-match Gypsy King, a Gypsy King that was out the ring for a year. Still beat you on 50%. You're getting busted next time I beat you. I'll have everything I've got on it. I beat you, Dosser. I ain't afraid of you. I ain't bothered about you, bum. I wasn't bothered about you back then, and I definitely ain't bothered about you now. You big Dosser. You're getting it. You big Dosser. You know you lost. Your trainer knows you lost. Your manager, your promoter, your wife, your kids. They all know the Gypsy King betted you. Coming for your pussy. He is special.
Well, there you have it. That's what Tyson Fury had to say about Deontay Wilder and his record. Hey, tell me what you think. Is Tyson Fury right or not? You know, I agree with Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder the last time, and Tyson Fury is telling the truth. But we all know Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a very strange dude, but I think he's going to get in Deontay Wilder's head again. He's going to make Deontay Wilder frustrated because we know Deontay Wilder is a very emotional man. If he starts off like this, because Deontay Wilder lives in a world of his own making. He really thinks he's fought the best people. And Tyson Fury with a dose of truth there just now. So tell me what you think. That's the headlines for today. I want to thank y'all for watching the replay. Peace and power. Have a nice day.